at approximately 1800 hours on April 16th. The alleged violation was a seatbelt violation. I was pulled over at a seatbelt checkpoint. The officer observed me wearing my seatbelt, but still decided to attempted to issue me a citation for the alleged violation. After refusing to sign the citation or accept the citation, I requested to leave, and the citation was kept by the officer, and I was given permission to leave. So I made arrangements for my friends to watch my 5-year-old daughter so that I could walk down and retrieve the citation from the checkpoint, which was about 2 blocks from my residence. They stopped my vehicle approximately where that white pickup truck is.
How long were you there?
At least 7 to 10 minutes. Excuse me, officers. May I speak with the officer that issued the citation for my seatbelt? I was initially speaking with the officer that issued the citation for the alleged violation for the seatbelt, and then there was another officer on this side that started approaching me in a threatening manner and stood no more than 3 feet away from me with his arms crossed, and he was just saying random stuff referring to my conversation and the other officer. And I said, "Excuse me, officer, I'm trying to have a conversation with this officer," and he got belligerent with me. And then after about maybe 10 minutes of discussion, the alleged violation with the original officer, the officer that approached me, I guess got fed up with the conversation and where it was going, and told me that he was going to cite me for jaywalking when I requested to approach the officer, and the officer gestured to me to come across the street from where I was.
What time was on the jaywalking ticket?
The jaywalking ticket was 18:03.
What time was on the seatbelt ticket?
The seatbelt ticket was 1800.
How did you get back here so fast?
Well, apparently, according to the tickets, I never left the scene. So I proceeded to take a picture of one officer, the second officer, and he was talking about a lot of incoherent stuff. I couldn't really hear him, he was mumbling. And after I took the picture of him, I proceeded over here, and there was a individual that was pulled over by an officer for what I believe was the similar violation as my seatbelt violation. And the officer was trying to avoid my camera. So I positioned myself this way at first to take a picture, and then he turned and moved away. So I proceeded to walk around him and be in front of him to take a picture of him. I then took the picture. I believe it was the officer that was writing me the citation for the jaywalking that yelled out to the driver of the vehicle that was stopped, "Ma'am, do you feel harassed? Do you feel threatened? Did he threaten you? Did he harass you?" I didn't hear any response from the woman in the vehicle. And that point in time, the officer made the statement of, "You feel threatened, you feel harassed." And to my knowledge, the woman never made such a statement. And then he told me, "You're under arrest." I put my hands behind my back, and I was still upset about the situation, but I complied. And then I was standing there for maybe 2-3 minutes like this. One officer was holding my arm, and then for some reason, the officers all dispersed and went about doing their business or whatever they were doing. And then I was just walking around like this, just waiting for my ride to the police station. And at some point, immediately after that, I came to on the ground right over here. After coming to, I heard the police officers saying my name and laughing and asking me why I threw myself on the ground. I didn't think that statement was funny because I obviously fell. And upon coming to and realizing what happened, I requested that EMS respond to the scene. And all three officers responded that I could wait until I get back to the station. Once I got to the station, I was there for approximately, let's say, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and I discussed what I remembered from what happened, and the EMS decided to take me to the hospital and perform tests. The doctor at the hospital told me that I suffered muscle and ligament injuries to my neck.
So do you know why you collapsed?
I don't know. I know I hit my head. I'm not really sure why I collapsed. The doctors said that I passed out.
What's the last thing you remember before you collapsed?
Looking around for the officers and then stumbling a little, and then I remember coming to on the ground.